This episode of Source Code News is brought to you by Parties For You. For the best margarita machine rentals in Houston, give them a call. 281-748-0057. That's 281-748-0057. By Cazadores Tequila. When you're in the mood for tequila, buy the best. Cazadores Tequila. And by Alberta's Best Bet Bail Bonds. Don't gamble with your freedom. Give them a call. 713-237-8238. That's 713-237-8238. Welcome to Source Code News.
Fight! Perfect.
We are live every Thursday night on SCP Radio. We are your number one source in tech and gaming news. Join our chat room on scpradio.com or call in to be a part of the conversation.
Perfect. You win.
Welcome to Source Code News, episode number 30, recorded on August 17th, 2017. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Hi.
Glad to be back.
I don't hear you. Give all right, well, we're gonna fix the cameras and then we'll work on the mics. What's up, guys? So we got Super Mario in the house.
Thank you.
Yeah. We got Hector actually here at the beginning of the show. That's weird.
That's weird.
Happened in months.
Faithy hasn't been here in months.
Yeah.
What? What show?
Wally hasn't been here in months.
What the hell?
I mean,
So Mike's been a one-man show.
me and the boss.
Yeah.
You know, we actually now we have fans. Now the show made it because the boss and
The
I.
boss.
But now they're gonna probably all leave and go home and oh Lord, it's these guys again. No, it's cool. It's cool.
You miss us.
Yeah. So and last week we were on assignment. Where were we at last week? Do you remember?
Yes.
Where were we?
The comedy show.
Comedy show. Yeah. So we
Assignment.
we went it. Yeah, we were on assignment. I mean, we went. The sponsor told us, y'all need to come out and check out the comedy show.
Support the local comedians.
Yep. Nick Guerra was the headliner there, and he was pretty funny.
Very funny guy.
Yeah, funny guy. So it was a good event. Didn't get to do my show, but oh well, we're back at it, and how do you call it? We're ready for some news, for some new stuff. I even made a friend there at the event. I'm gonna try to get a guy to come in and how do you call it? Be on the show, come on maybe every once in a while if you can and talk to us on the show and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. A comedian. What do y'all think about that?
That'd be cool.
He's a
Yeah?
comedian.
Oh yeah, comedian.
Oh, God.
So I talked to him. His name is Victor Tran. I talked to him yesterday. He had something to do for today, so he said try him next week or to make sure he's free, and then he's gonna come on. He lives down the block, he says, so pretty nice to have him come in and shoot the shit.
And be a guest
Oh,
for
yeah.
a few shows.
Oh yeah, that'd
be awesome.
That's what I told him. I mean, like I said, I told him, we have a big studio. He could bring his wife, so she knows he's not doing nothing he ain't supposed to be doing. She can come and sit in here in the audience, and there's margaritas there for her. I mean,
There's
Cokes and
There's wine, beer,
wine, everything.
Coke, water.
Yeah. I mean, if I know he's coming, I'll even bring some pizza or something. We'll have some type of food here.
There you go.
Oh my God. The first time in forever.
So, hey, you complaining over there?
Yes, I'm starving.
All right. Let's get back to the show. This show brings you the latest in tech, science, and gaming news. So be sure to tell your tell a family member and a friend every day about the show, and tell them to subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. Follow us on YouTube, SoundCloud, and all of the social media sites. We do this show live every Thursday night starting at 8:30 p.m. on scpradio.com. That's where you can check out our audio and video streams. You can also join the chat room on scpradio.com. Or you can call in at 832-910-7727. That's 832-910-7727 to ask us a tech question. You know, we got Super Mario here. He can answer any tech question.
Any tech question.
Anything.
I can answer anything. If I don't know it, Faith knows it.
And if you need to know something about a game, like how to pass the last level on a certain game, we got Hector here.
Yeah, don't ask me.
Gaming expert extraordinaire or whatever you say. He'll tell you exactly how to pass any game.
Yep.
I mean, if he has to, he'll go pass it for you. You know, that's how we do it here. So, but yeah, or you can just join the conversation if you wanted to add to whatever we were talking about. You have some knowledge. Throw some knowledge our way, I'm glad to, invite you into the conversation. So let's start off the show with checking out our newest sponsor. Wally's got a video there for us. Let's see if he can play it. Unmute it.
We have accidents every day.
We're not scared of those big bully insurance companies. We make them pay.
Do you need help? Call us now at 832-530-4070. That's 832-530-4070 or visit us at GonzalezLawGroup.net.
The Gonzalez Law Group. We're going to earn the right to be your legal team for life.
All right. So you see there, cancel that before it starts. No. Okay, you can leave that. You can let that play. So that's our newest sponsor here at SCP Radio, the Gonzalez Law Group. Their phone number is 832-530-4070. Give them a call. They do all kinds of, they provide all kinds of services, criminal, auto, like they said a while ago, crash car wrecks or whatever. They got immigration. They do everything. So next time you need a lawyer, and they speak Spanish. They're Hispanics, and they're here in Houston. They're real close off of 45. Give them a call. Let them know that SCP Radio sent you.
Si hablan español.
Oh yeah, si hablan español. So they, I think all of them are Hispanics. All the lawyers. I've looked at almost all of the lawyers that work there, and
Well, I think SCP needs to take a tour of the make a field trip and take a tour of the office.
pretty soon that is gonna happen. We have plans, but yeah, SCP is
What'd you
gonna
say?
go
SCP?
check it out. SCP, what? I'm sick. Come on, you can't. You talking about me? Or you talking about
No,
him?
him.
Oh yeah, but he's weird. That's Super Mario.
I
Don't
said
worry
that-
about him.
I said SCP.
We ignore him. No,
What did I say wrong?
That sounded funny.
it's because he's already been,
Ah, come on.
he's already started. So come on, let it pass. Let it pass. No, he said SCP. I heard him. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to some tech news.
Tech news.
All right, so I don't know if this is right. I mean, this shouldn't be right. Donald Trump, makes a tweet like he always does, and he made Amazon lose $6 billion in value
Oh my god.
on in their stocks. Which is, well, stocks is stocks. I mean, that's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime he says something, like that, and then even before he became the president, he was saying, if I become president, I'm gonna take down Amazon. That's not something I'm too happy with, because I kind of love Amazon.
Are you sure he said that?
Yeah, he's
Did
always
you? I won't say physically hear it, but
in his speeches that he would always do, they're not paying their taxes. They bought the Wall Street Journal.
Okay, wait. Now that's different. When you say take down Amazon and making them just go bankruptcy.
Well, no, but kind of,
Again-
because he's saying that Amazon is making all the mom and pop stores bankrupt. He's making all the big stores like
Okay.
Sears.
So
and
again, is he didn't say I'm gonna take down, as in make him go close the door and bankrupt. I think so I can say is that he's gonna make sure that they pay taxes like everybody else.
no, he kind of meant like he's because he doesn't like Jeff Bezos. He has
doesn't
problems with
understand
him,
Internet.
and he doesn't understand
Yeah,
internet.
he doesn't understand.
So he's always been after Amazon, even before, even now he's still like this tweet
It just I think it's just bad blood between him and
and Bezos.
yeah, because I think Bezos even spent millions of dollars on ads against Trump. So I think there's a little mixed blood there.
I'm pretty sure, but I mean, what I'm saying is I don't think anybody making one tweet should affect the stock market. I don't think that should be possible.
Well, if you have a company that is so fragile or so sensitive that one tweet hurts the company like that,
Well, the
that's
reason
something that-
it's the Amazon deals with the world, and
It's not just United
it's not a
States.
United States.
no,
so
I understand that. but
him getting just a quarter of the people, a little bit of the people, makes a huge difference, And what it's not really that the company is fragile; it's the people that do the stocks. Them people there need to understand that tweets are not that's not gonna make or break a business. They're the ones by thinking, that's gonna affect the business actual.
Right. So it's not really Trump's fault. It's the people who view it differently that affects.
But Trump's the only one that makes that. That like other people say stuff, it doesn't really
like,
matter.
starts
He's the
the
president.
fire.
I mean, he's the president. The president shouldn't be going after individual companies. First of all, okay. To begin with,
He shouldn't be president.
if he has bad blood, he should be the bigger person as a human, because he's supposedly our leader that we're supposed to look up to. And
Right.
For the free world. Yep.
just in that point there, he shouldn't be saying stuff, okay, like that, because that's personal. That's not against. That's not a. He's not helping the world by saying stuff like that.
And the previous president did so much before. I mean, the previous president said so many worse things.
But he wouldn't affect the stock market like that. I mean, and he wasn't
No,
hold
no.
grudges. He was not holding grudges. This is a holding a grudge. When
Are
this
you-
man got into
Are you
office,
kidding?
he would not hold grudges.
Did he? The previous president did he not hold grudge against all these old companies that were?
No. A lot of the old. You're
Absolutely
talking
he
about
did.
like the oil companies and stuff.
Yes,
A lot of them
absolutely. he
have.
did.
A lot of them
That's
had
why he
already
passed
turned
all
their.
these rules and regulations.
I know.
Against them.
And a lot of them, like the bigger ones, had already said,
and
we're gonna go ahead and change our ways
And did
for
he-
the better of the
and-
world.
and
Yeah,
did,
that's what it is,
Did he
yeah.
not have a grudge on Texas? Period. He did, right?
A grudge? I mean,
Yes, because listen, how can we are in NASA's based on right here in Houston, right? In all the movies, everyone says
Houston, yeah.
Houston, we have a problem, or Houston,
Yeah.
whatever. How can Houston not get a shuttle and New York did? What does
You-
New
you-
York have to do with
You went to a
anything
different
about-
story, dude.
I think that's
I know.
no, but
That's a
that's
different
that's the ones that paid the
No,
most.
but no, we're saying that the grudge and stuff, and the
Yeah,
president.
but I don't think the president had anything to do
No,
with that.
no,
That was
that's just
whoever paid the
business and
most.
money.
That was
yeah.
influence,
That was
so-
a
That was
money
just
thing.
money. That was just money. Ain't nothing to do
The
with
thing I'm
that.
saying is, yeah, he might have had problems with those companies, but I understand, all the people that work in oil and all that stuff. They don't want nothing that go wrong with their oil. They want it to go strong. The thing is, it's hurting the world. First of all, okay, fine, we need it right now, but there's new stuff. Okay, we have solar, wind, we have the water, the things in the water. We have all kinds of things now.
hydro energy.
Yeah, that we can do now, right? These oil companies, instead of fighting, and like I said, they had already gotten on board. They were on board with Obama's plan. Trump came and reversed everything. He's like, no, we're going to go back to the oil, blah, blah, blah. Okay, these companies were on board. Why
had no
go
choice.
backwards?
They had no choice.
Doesn't matter. It's for them. It's better because the oil is limited. There's no oil forever. They were gonna run into zero all of a sudden, and then what were they gonna do? Tell
Run
me.
to zero. They're finding pockets of oil everywhere.
The
Okay.
oil is gonna run out. It's a limited
Yeah.
supply. Understand
in
this.
100 years from now, you think oil companies are going to
Not even. A lot of people had been
Well,
saying
no,
60
because-
years.
Okay,
No,
that's what
because
you're saying.
I-
We're talking about the future. We're not talking
Yeah.
about the president. We're
Right,
talking about the
but-
future.
Yeah, the
man.
future.
Yes, technology.
But
and
understand
everything's
that-
gonna
That's what we're talking
increase.
about.
Burning
You're right,
oil.
right.
Burning oil is
But
bad for the
Earth
country.
produces oil naturally.
No, it's like the dead animals, like all that stuff. It like the bacteria gets to it, turns it into oil. The bacteria does this. Like I'm saying, see, like, you know how right now everything's in the atmosphere. It's giving us, turning the world hotter and hotter every year. Okay, when that stuff settles to the ground or whatever, it gets trapped into the ground or whatever, and later on the bacteria eats it and transforms it back into something that they can use as oil or whatever. That's, kind of what it is. It's like a circle, But the thing is so many people now, a cycle. So many people on Earth. We use so many cars. Everybody has a car. Like, if you if you ever read like scientific books, like not scientific, sci-fi books, like of the future, nobody owns a car. Like, you need a ride somewhere, either you take a bike or you call a thing, an electric car shows up and you go. Nobody owns a car. Like right now, I can own a car. My wife can own a car. My daughter could have a car when she's old enough. My son can have a car, all in one house, right? And my other daughter can have a car. That could be 5 cars in one house. How much, oil? How much to make all that? How much stuff that's just a waste. We don't need that many cars. One car could do, or we don't need a car, and you can just say, all right, I'm about to go to work. Let me call up, transport that, oh, you're all going that way. Yeah, it's picking people up on the way, stops by, picks me up, drops me off, and drops people off on the way. That's so much more healthier for the environment. It actually makes more sense, But we all right now, we have this thing, oh, I want a big, tough car with gas and all this power. It doesn't make sense, actually, if you really think about it. That's what I say if you read these sci-fi books, these people are thinking, in the future, oil is not it's gonna be like rare. I mean, like Mad Max.
Right, it's gonna be obsolete. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right, but the thing is, if we start now, I'm not saying get rid of it now, but because I understand a lot of people make their money. People that like me that work their asses off all day long, they make their money in that company, right? But that oil company, they got money coming in. They can slowly start. Okay, let's start producing, panels, solar panels. Oh, let's start doing this. Let's start doing that. And those people that are working in the oil, they can start training them to, now we're going to start mass producing this. Now we're going to start mass producing that. But when you have people like Trump saying, oh, no, we're not going to go to the future. Let's go back to where we were doing because y'all were making buku bucks and y'all are paying me.
No, that's not what he said or meant.
It's not.
No. Okay, he wants us to produce more oil here instead of having it imported from all these other countries and paying high dollar for them.
Regardless, all the other countries, like China.
Okay, so we just won't drill and import every barrel of oil from all the other countries and just pay $10 a gallon for oil.
Okay, almost all car manufacturers have said they're going to electric. Oil is about to be obsolete. We're trying to be preemptive. We're trying to look to the future. This man is not.
That's going to be in 5, 10, 15 years.
That's not soon, dude. That
5
is
years is
soon.
not-
That's nothing. No time at all. They said, I don't know if I heard it right. In 2018, every car manufacturer is going to start. They're going to stop with making the gas. They're going to, or I don't know if they said stop, but every car manufacturer will begin making electric vehicles. Mm-hmm. The price is going to come down to where we can afford it. Us people that don't make big bucks, because I can't afford a Tesla.
Right.
But it's going to get to the point where I can afford it.
So then they're going to have to have these fuel electric stations to
Yeah.
Yeah.
charge the battery or the motor or the fusion or whatever it uses to
Yeah. And
run.
like I say, electricity can be made by air, by sun, by water.
So who's going to pay for all this infrastructure?
What do you mean who's going to pay? I mean, like, look at Tesla. They're constantly... That man, Elon Musk, is putting his own money where his mouth is. Okay? He is right now the hero.
Mm-hmm.
But he's getting money from the government also.
No, he's not.
Regardless,
Well,
every
he
company
is.
gets money. Every
He is.
company gets money from the government,
put
but
his-
comparative to the oil company, the ones that they're the ones that are right there next to the president saying, hey, don't forget us, don't forget us. All those people compared to Elon Musk, no, he's no comparison. That man almost went bankrupt trying to make Tesla. I mean, he's not getting that much money. Yeah, he's getting money more than something me and you could try to go and ask for some type of funding. But yes, because he's a big company. He's doing spaceships, he's doing cars, electric cars, and he's doing now big batteries and solar panels. I mean, come on. Right. He's making a change in the world, not in his little circle. He's making a change in the world. That man there is when we die off and our kids they're all gonna say, oh, remember Elon Musk? That man there did what people thought was impossible. You know, he's doing the impossible. We have this hero right now doing stuff. Nobody really thinks about it, you know, but
his team is doing the impossible
But that man's mind. He's forcing it. He uses all his money into that. He made all that money in PayPal. He sold it off and started Tesla. Almost went bankrupt making that. But he finally, the people said they saw his dream. They saw where he was going. So people kept pushing money into him, saying, "Okay, we think you're right. We think you can do it." People kept pushing money into it, and the dude's doing it. People love the Tesla. You know, even though, like I say, we can't afford that's an expensive car. I can't afford
Sure
it.
you can. Why does Faith have to go to college?
Oh, well, that's true. Faith,
You know?
you're not going to go to college no more. You're going to be a mailman.
Yeah, do it like
I'm
every
going
other.
to college.
No, you're going to be a mailman, and I'm going to buy a Tesla.
Why can't you pay for your own college?
Yeah, why don't you pay for your own
Yeah.
college? Why don't you start working now?
Yeah. Why even go to high
How about
school?
that?
Why
How you like
are
that?
targeting
What do you think about that?
me?
Oh.
Okay, let me say something.
I like-
Y'all are both being
Uh-oh.
really annoying, so y'all need to stop. And it's just the first topic, and y'all are like having a full-on argument. It's
Okay,
really
come on,
annoying.
let's-
It's taking too much time.
Let's move on.
But anyways, like
we hadn't even started reading the article.
I know I didn't even read the
know,
article.
Like, y'all need
Let's
to
just read the tweets. Let's
calm
move
down.
on. I
Okay,
just
what
love
was
this
the
one.
what was the tweet?
What was it? It said Amazon is doing great damage to tax-paying retailers. Towns, cities, and states throughout the U.S. are hurting. Many jobs being lost. Well, Amazon, it's a store. You can make your own store. So, really, nobody, like all these, like you said, the mom and pop shops, they could just go to Amazon and like, okay, let's
sell
put
their
my
stuff.
products online.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I know because there's a lot of warehouses where I live. When I used to be with UPS, all them packages I always pick up at the end, they're all going towards Amazon or eBay, whatever. So, who's really losing money? Nobody.
No, and
They're making money.
But the thing is, it's not illegal to have a big here
Yeah.
in the U.S. It's not illegal to have such a big market share. You know, they're not a monopoly because there's other ways to buy stuff.
Yeah.
But they have a big market share, and that's what he don't like. And another thing he doesn't like. And the thing is that they're paying taxes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they pay. You know, and I think individuals are supposed to say what but actually they pay. Once you pay taxes online, you're good to go.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, when I buy stuff, it's not like, oh, this one's $4. You can pay $4. No,
you
it's
gotta
still
pay
other stuff.
$4.50.
Yeah.
Now I know that like if you're selling stuff on Amazon, and I buy it, I don't have to pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
That you're supposed to go in,
Yeah.
and file it away and say I bought something for $4. I need to pay so many cents on my tax return. You're supposed to do that. whether I do it or not, whatever. But you're supposed to do that. But which is right now a loophole. There's no like a law or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's and another thing was that they own the the Washington Post.
Right.
And he has a big thing because I think the Washington Post always puts stories bad against Trump.
Hashtag fake news.
Yeah, or whatever. So of course he wants to, talk shit about
Yeah,
them.
there's another tweet has fake news on it. Ugh.
Yeah. So
Sometimes referred to as
yeah,
Guardian
but he
Amazon not paying internet taxes. What is internet tax?
there's
Nothing.
no internet. there's no such thing. But Trump Watch is gonna make one. All right, let's go to the next one. Google Home gets free phone calls in the U.S. and Canada.
All right.
Anybody have a Google Home here?
Yep.
No.
Me.
You have one?
Yeah. Remember
Oh.
I unboxed it here live
Yeah, he unboxed it
for my
here.
birthday.
You don't remember that? You were jealous.
Oh crap. Well, I have two.
To what?
Amazon Echo.
Amazon Echoes.
Dots.
Yeah, the Echo Dots.
So how do you like the Google Home?
Oh yeah, my sister loves playing with it though. She's like, put this video on my TV, and then it puts it on, and
Really?
yeah. She uses it more than me though. I just use it for alarm. Like put an alarm for
Okay,
8:30, and then it's my favorite part of the thing. I'm like, Google snooze for like 30 minutes.
This fool. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Can the dot do that?
I don't know. but
Probably.
My
I'm
Google,
assuming it
my
can.
Google's like, okay, see you in 30 minutes.
That's cool.
No. Yeah, that's pretty cool. No, I haven't tried that on the Dot. The one thing I did was one time I was on the phone on the Dot, and I said do a drop in on here in mine, and it's in my room, so it makes a beep, and then the mic turns on, the speaker turns on, is ready to go. So I just said, "Hey Blanca," and I hear like steps in the room, and then she get the steps get louder, and I hear her say, "Michael, where are you? What are you doing? Where are you? What is this?" And I'm like, "I'm right here. What do you mean?" And start playing around with her because I was at work and I'm doing a drop in on her.
Yeah.
And she was freaking out. She's like, "What the? Did you just look this up on Google or something?" But yeah, I had listened to a podcast and I heard them say that, so I did it. And it's pretty cool.
What's that new one though? The with the camera with the screen.
Oh, I don't remember. What's it called? Do you know what it's called?
No.
The new Amazon Echo. It's the View or the
show or
the
no?
show.
It's
I
something
think
like
it's the
that.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a screen.
It's pretty cool because it does that have that drop in option.
Yeah, and but it'll be video call.
Yeah, video call.
Video call.
Yeah, I don't know if I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
No,
you
I mean,
have to.
to like agree. Both of them have to agree. So it's not
Yeah.
like just you have one. I just randomly. No, you have to agree.
Okay.
And you can
And
call.
then,
You can call people though, and they have to I think they have
Yeah.
to touch the screen for it to be clear.
One thing I don't like about the Dot is that it doesn't understand Spanish very well, or it doesn't understand words very well. Because I would say, "Hey, Alexa, play Patty Can 2," right? It goes, "There's no song from Patty Can True." Like, no, Patty Can 2. There's no song from Patty Can.
And it just
Can't.
keeps messing it up.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's something that they need to fix on. Where, I mean, because if they sell the Dots in Mexico, is it Spanish?
But is there a feature that you can train it with your voice? Maybe that's what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when there's like where you talk to text or whatever, you have to train it. Maybe there's a feature on there. I haven't looked. I haven't paid attention. But sometimes, even on the phones, I've seen the feature where it says, "Say this, say that," and it wants to hear your version.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Because everybody talks differently.
Right. 'Cause it tells you to say certain words.
Yeah, and it can that way it can help distinguish.
Kind of like the movie in Mission Impossible when Tom Cruise was having that guy say certain words. So they can do the audio file and him talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something similar.
That's what that is. Yeah, I mean that can do that now, where it gets so much of your voice, and then they can like talk on the phone with the voice translate, and it'll make it sound like somebody else.
Is that right?
Real time. Yeah. They have that now.
Wow.
So yeah, you can't even and then like you could be talking to somebody on the phone on a video call. It could be a freaking animation. You don't know. I mean, that shit's so good, and then with the voice, and nowadays you can't even trust what what you're seeing and hearing. And all right, so
with the Google Home, you no complaints about it?
No.
no. But see, I don't use the Echo Dot that much.
Yeah.
At first I started using it and stuff, but it's kind of, and now it's the only thing the main thing I use it for now is to change the thermostat, because I got
You have the Nest?
the Nest, and so I have it connected. I connected it to the Nest.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, put the thing at 72 degrees or whatever, and it says, okay, put in your at 72 degrees, and then you hear the thing turn on. It's like, yes.
So do you have both dots connected to each other?
Yeah.
See, I need to do that. I haven't done that.
Yeah, but see, I need to bring one out here. I still have one in the living room and one in my room. I wanted one out here so I could say, drop in on my wife and say, hey, can you bring me something?
Bring me something to eat.
Bring me some food. Bring me some drink. Something like that. But yeah, I kind of want to do that. But yeah, this is cool. You can make free phone calls in the U.S. and Canada. You see, Google Home users can call businesses listed in Google Maps and people in your Google contacts with a simple "Okay, Google." It also combines Google Contact Relationship Knowledge and Google Home's multi-user support, allowing people to say something like, call my mom. Oh, shoot. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like on the Dot, I don't know if the Dot or the Google Home is, you have to say, okay, Google or Alexa. I mean,
Yeah.
there should be an option where you can change the name or say a command where it hears you.
I think Alexa has three different options. You can say computer. You can say something else, Echo, I think. You can say Echo, computer, or Alexa. And the Google Home, you can, I don't know, does it have a?
Yeah, I know one. It's just like, hey, Google, or like that. Instead of saying,
You
okay,
can
Google.
instead of
Yeah,
okay.
you'd be like, hey, Google, like just talking to a friend, That sounds weird. Just like, okay, Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since I don't have one, I haven't played with that one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, because what if I want to call my Dot a different name, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, Mercedes.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
What's that movie? Her? Have you ever seen that one?
No.
Her? Have you?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, it is with Phoenix.
Yeah.
Where he falls in love with.
With the AI thing. And
Yeah.
I think they could change the name there, right? I don't remember.
No.
It's been a while, but yeah, it reminds me of that. He just
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good movie. I like that.
Yeah. So you need to try calling somebody on the Google Home.
Do I have to register my number or just get a Google number?
I think it does your contacts. I don't think it. You just make it call, through
So
contacts.
it calls through Wi-Fi then, right?
Yeah. And station identification is you're listening to SCP Radio out of Houston, Texas. But let's go ahead and move on to a commercial.
Hey bartender, we need a round of shots.
Do you want what everybody else is having, or do you want the best of the best?
Of course we want the best of the best.
Well then, Tequila Cazadores is the one for you.
For those special moments in your life, whether it's a special occasion or just a day relaxing with your friends, drink the best of the best, Tequila Cazadores.
Science news.
All right, so we got a solar eclipse happening on August 21st. Have y'all seen that?
Yes.
So it's
I
gonna
heard it
be it's gonna be like a total solar eclipse. I think it lasts like 2.5 minutes. It's gonna be like nighttime.
Well, it's gonna be a total depending on a certain part of the country. It won't be a total here.
No, not here. You got to be in that line where you know the the shadow will be, but you'll be able to. I mean, they're saying it's gonna be the sun's gonna be real bright, so don't be looking, at it. Even here.
If you have good weather and there's no clouds.
Yeah. But a lot of people are making a trip, to go look, making a, to go have that. Because it happens. I don't know. I don't remember what.
The last time happened 99 years ago, I think.
No, I thought it was like in 20 years. Every 20 or 40 years.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
The last one, right?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Back in the day when this would actually happen, if you're the tribes or whatever, the Indians, they'd be like, oh my God, it's dark. The God is like mad. So they would do sacrifices, this and that. Oh my God. And then the sun would come back and they're like, we know how to do it now. Next time, the God,
we're prepared.
The gods get mad. We'll do some sacrifices and the sun will come back.
Make a list right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says here, the August 2017 eclipse will be the first with a path of totality crossing the Pacific and Atlantic coast of the U.S. since 1918.
Dang.
1918. Wow.
That's 99 years ago.
So that was a long time.
About 199 years.
Shit.
99 years.
And when does it say when the next one's coming?
We'll be dead.
I'll wait for that one.
We'll be dead.
1,000 hours. You never know though.
2024.
Oh, okay, cool. That's not that. That's not that.
That's good. Perfect.
It says the path of this eclipse crossing the path of the upcoming total solar eclipse of April 8, 2024. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, cool. Okay, so, hey nerds, the total solar eclipse is headed our way on August 21st.
No. The next one will be 2045.
2045. Okay, I'll wait for that one. Yeah. Get ready for some sacrificial offerings made to unknown gods and general witchcraft afoot. And if you're planning on driving around during the big event, here are some tips that'll help you avoid any mishaps. Honestly,
keep your eye on the road.
Yeah. Honestly, it's pretty straightforward stuff. All the eclipse is a big spectacle in the sky that will distract you and likely other people on the roads. AAA released some helpful tips this week that can be boiled down to don't be a moron.
Oh, but we still have a bunch of them out there.
Just pull over. Just pull over.
Good advice for driving and life in general. Do not attempt to watch the solar eclipse while driving, people. The better option is to find a safe place to park and then observe the eclipse. The peak darkness phase will last 2 to 3 minutes. NASA has created an interactive map that allows you to view when the eclipse will be visible in your area. Drive safely. Eagerness to view the eclipse is not an acceptable reason to drive aggressively or while distracted. Drive with your headlights on. Not only will you be much more visible to other drivers, your forward vision will be improved. Watch out for pedestrians. There may be people standing in or along the roadway watching the eclipse. Okay, people, don't stand in the road watching the eclipse. That's another, common sense thing. Be alert to the possibility of distracted drivers swerving into your lane. Other drivers may attempt to watch the eclipse and drive at the same time. So don't just watch out for yourself. Watch what the other people are doing so they won't run into you. To help prevent trouble, keep additional space between you and other vehicles. Reduce your speed so you will have more time to make emergency maneuvers if needed. Just like in any other driving scenario, don't try to do two things at once. It just so happens that this scenario involves a solar eclipse, which is very exciting. But if you plan on watching it, pull over somewhere to do so. That way, your eclipse viewing won't be disturbed by something trivial like driving safely. Also, don't look at the sun directly, you goose. Talking to you, Junior. Just because it has a moon in front of it doesn't mean it still can't damage your eyes. Get a special pair of viewing glasses. but also be aware that some of them are fake.
So don't buy one at the flea market.
No, buy from a respected, seller, reseller, or whatever, and they could harm you if used. So.
And I think each pair of glasses has like a little safety, whatever, on the side of the earpiece says that it's approved.
Yeah, so be careful where you buy them, because you buy the wrong ones. They're just regular glasses. You look at the sun, you're gonna mess up your eyes. All right, let's move on to the Cassini Saturn Probe, preps for the last hurrah. Yeah, Faithy, you want to get that one? Cassini Saturn Probe.
Oh my gosh, where the heck is that?
No, you can't find it?
Nope.
Why not?
On
Oh,
Monday.
there
Okay.
you go. On Monday, August 14th, Cassini made the first of 5 passes through Saturn's upper atmosphere, kicking off the last phase of the mission's grand finale. After completing those 5 dives, Cassini will come back around again one last time, plunging into Saturn's atmosphere on September 15th. This will be a suicide maneuver. Cassini will burn up in the ringed planet's thick air, turning into a meteor in the Saturn sky. Cassini will keep sending back data on September 15th until it gets to an altitude where atmospheric density is about twice what it encountered during its final 5 passes. NASA officials said at that point, mission controllers will lose contact with the probe because its thrusters won't be able to keep Cassini's antenna pointed toward Earth. There will simply be too much air to push against. During these last few orbits, Cassini will come so close to Saturn, 1,010 to 1,060 miles above its cloud tops. The atmospheric drag will be a factor, and the craft will need to use its thrusters to maintain its altitude. Scientists aren't sure how dense the atmosphere is in this region. Mission controllers can adjust the amount of thrust as needed. If Saturn's atmosphere in this region is denser than the models predict, Cassini's thrusters will pop up the spacecraft on the first pass and increase the minimum altitude of subsequent passes. If the atmosphere proves thinner, then the probe can pop down and decrease the altitude, NASA's officials said.
Cool. So,
I didn't get a word I just read.
So the Cassini probe, it's at the end of its mission, and it's gonna do one last pass, and it's gonna get down real low to where it's gonna be a point where its thrusters won't be able to move it. Like they won't be able to control it anymore. Even the antenna won't be able to they won't be able to face it toward us. So once it gets to that point, up until that point, it's going to be sending back information. So it's going to be getting closer than it has ever done before. It's going to get more info. But once it gets to that certain point
of no return.
That's it. It's going to lose. They're going to loss of signal, loss of signal, and it's going to die. But, it did what it was meant to do.
How long has it been in orbit?
That I don't remember, but I remember talking about it a while back when it first did when it first did the let me see.
Wasn't that in June?
Cassini will come back around again one last time, plunging into Saturn's atmosphere on September 15th. No, it doesn't say. It probably was. It's been a while since it was over there.
I thought it was sometime in June that we had talked about this.
Yeah.
Because it was going to take a while to get there.
Yeah, but that's cool. I mean, that's science that people will get new info, new data. It's always good. It's always good to get new stuff. All right, let's go to the parties for you, Ad.
Oh yeah, we're talking about some good stuff.
Hey Michelle, my birthday's around the corner. I want to throw a big party and wow my guests, but I don't know what to do.
All you have to do is call SCP for your DJ needs and Parties for You for your margarita rentals. They have the best margarita mixes in town. With these two companies, you will wow your guests. They will talk about your party for years to come. For your margarita rentals, look us up on Facebook, Parties for You.
Or call 281-748-0057.
And don't forget to mention SCP sent you. Together, we are the future of entertainment.
Game news.
Super Mario, you want to talk about that one?
Yes.
New game.
Let me do it.
The WWE.
Nope. We Happy Few. The first ad under the gaming news. Or Hector?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hector, take it.
Okay, because I can't.
All right, so We Happy Few is coming to PS4 now, and it's being published by Gearbox. Launching on April 13, We Happy Few is set to face a new reality, one where it's multi-console game. After spending 2 years as an Xbox One exclusive and also on PC, developer
Compulsion
Games announced today that it's branching out to PlayStation 4. The platform hoping is just one of many significant We Happy Few developments to come to light today. It was also been revealed that Gearbox Publishing has signed the game. All right, this is just the 6th title that Gearbox has published. Its other 5 games are Homeworld Remastered Collection, Homeworld Desert of Kyrak, Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary, World Tour, Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition, and Frontier.
Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite with it. Yeah.
All right, so this game was already out for Xbox One and the PC.
Yeah, and it's early access.
It's early access right now?
Yeah, it's early access right now. Yeah, and this is, I guess they're going to release. It says, after this, there won't be any more updates until We Happy Few releases on April 13, 2018.
April 13, 2018. Oh, wow. So that's a long way.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be now exclusive to PS4, right?
It's exclusive. It was. Yeah, it was
to
not
Xbox
anymore,
One.
Because the publisher, I guess, is like, okay, now you could get it out of there.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's a weird looking game though. That
I always want to play it. It reminds me like BioShock. It's like that BioShock.
Yeah, it has that kind of look to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a
I've
weird.
never played BioShock, so I mean, this type of game, I don't know if I would be interested in it.
It's like a horror thriller game, I guess.
Yeah,
horror thriller.
You shoot and stuff. But it's a cool game.
So you put a cap in it behind.
Yeah. I don't know, but I don't know how this one is. I don't know.
I think this one you have to like hide from the people before they notice that you're not happy.
Oh, that's that game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. So they're like taking pills to be happy, and if you stop taking them,
you see reality.
You see the real world.
Uh-huh.
I remember this game. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yes. So everybody has to take their happy pill every day, and that's how they keep you in line. I remember that. That's a cool like premise for the game. It
has a meaning to it.
Huh? Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, so let me see. The next one is WWE. Are you on that one now? Can you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep. As you know what they say about WWE superstars, you wait a whole year for a bunch of new playable ones to be announced, and then 47 to come along at once. I mean, nobody actually says that, but it doesn't matter because today we're bringing you the first of many WWE 2K18 roster announcements, and we're starting with what is known in the business as some absolute bangers. You can. Is there a list?
Yeah, the list is coming up.
Here you go.
Yeah.
WWE and IGN have partnered exclusively to bring you 4 huge roster reveal shows over the coming weeks. In the first episode, WWE Renee Young and WWE Raw commentator Corey Graves are joined by the delightful, weird, and playable superstar Goldust to reveal the 47 superstars that you can go toe-to-toe with the new WWE 2K18.
So
That sounds pretty cool.
I like that they're doing these shows. I don't know if they're just on like YouTube, because I saw that there was a YouTube one, and they're doing like episode 1, episode 2, but they're to reveal all the new characters. And if you're watching us on
Dusty Rhodes,
on the thing, they got
Andre the Giant.
I got the list going, scrolling. I'm not gonna mention all that because that's gonna take us another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to talk through it. So, but it's pretty cool that that's 47 characters. Have you ever? You don't play many games. Do you ever play a WWE game? Hector, did you ever play?
No.
Back in the day when I was it Super Nintendo or Nintendo? That's when I used to play the WWE type, fighting games. Actually, I think I would always rent them. I would go to the corner to the little it was not Blockbuster. It was this little rinky-dink mom and pop, rental place, and I would always go rent the WWE game, the newest one.
British Bulldog, I remember.
Oh yeah. Diamond Dallas Page.
Jimmy Fly. Was it
Bam
Jimmy
Bigelow?
Jimmy Superfly Suka or whatever, and then
Andre the Giant.
And then remember Kubaki.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we always
Kane.
wear the mask.
Yeah. So
and spit the green something out of his mouth and just blind people.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean these games are fun. They're like they're not, to me, I don't get serious with them. It's just like, oh, this is fun. Oh, I want to play with him. And then after that, I'm like, all right, next,
Yeah.
But I know some people really like them, But yeah, I wouldn't mind like renting it maybe from Redbox and for a day, not play it and tell my wife to you play against me and beat her up a few times with different characters. Get at Andre the Giant and was Hulk Hogan on there? He's got to be on there. He's not on there. Damn it.
Well, didn't they kick him out of the WWE?
They might. Yeah, they did. Yeah, but I mean, they got all these old fighters. Well, I'll be the British Bulldog and let her pick Andre the Giant or something and
Bret Hart.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Kane, so play that for a little bit. Make a night of that. I think it would be fun, but like I said, after that one night, I probably would. Not gonna play no more. That's good enough. But all right. So let's who Faithy, do you pay attention to PewDiePie?
To PewDiePie.
PewDiePie?
No.
Who's PewDiePie?
You don't
PewDiePie,
watch it?
number
Who's your
one on
PewDiePie?
YouTube.
He's some YouTuber.
He's
The
like
most subscriber on YouTube.
He makes the most
that
money on
Nolly?
YouTube.
Well, I don't
That
know about the
guy?
most money.
PewDiePie. Yeah.
Yeah, he makes.
He makes
Well,
the
he has
most.
like 50 million subscribers all over the world. So.
Really?
Yeah, he's
They
been there
watch
for a
him.
What
while.
does he do?
I used to
religiously.
watch him.
Well,
He plays games and
Yeah, not
tries
anymore,
to be
though.
funny.
Well,
Yeah.
He used to, and tries to be funny, like very corny. Like if you and me watched it, we'd be like, no.
oh well,
But all
okay.
the kids are like,
No,
they
no,
watch
no,
that
no.
shit.
PewDiePie is not for kids. Let's put it that way.
Oh, for real? Well,
It's not.
But
He
that-
changes
that's-
content to like different. So like if you like meme stuff, I guess you will like.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
stuff.
So it's not.
So that's what he does now.
Yeah.
Because at
before he
one
used
point-
to just play like just
It was
horror
games.
games. You're like, oh my god, I'm scared, or whatever.
Yeah.
Now
trying to
he's
be funny.
like, yeah. Now he's making fun of everything.
Okay.
So that's why I watch him now, because like I didn't never watch his old content. I just used to watch his new one.
Is this guy?
PewDiePie.
So yeah. So now let me see. Earlier this year, YouTube's biggest star sparked controversy after Disney severed ties with him over jokes about Jewish people and Nazis. At the time, Felix PewDiePie, how do you say his last name?
Kelsberg, yeah.
Kelsberg apologized, but continued to make many Nazi references in defiance to the outrage. Months later, he says he has a different perspective about these jokes and says he no longer was going to make to make them. At this point, I'd really just want to distance myself from all this. I remember back when everything happened in February, I was sort of like, I mean, they're just jokes. There's not actual Nazis out there. What are you talking about? And then I look at this and I'm like, oh, I see. Okay. This he is referring to are the events in Charlottesville, Virginia, when torch-wielding white supremacists held a rally that got violent and resulted in a protester being killed. Like many of us, he watched in horror, and in a recent vlog update, he says that the events at the rally made him reconsider his approach to humor. It sort of gave me a little bit of perspective because technically I got grouped in with these people somehow. Believe it or not, I want nothing to do with these people, he says. I have no hate in my heart. I only have hate for hateful people. He says, so I thought now would be a good time to say, I want nothing to do with these people. He said, I don't think anyone that watches me thinks I'm an actual Nazi, but I know that some people might have some doubts, mainly because of all the jokes that I've been making. Okay, so now he decided, okay, I'm not going to make those jokes no more, because I remember before he was like, psh, sorry, but I'm joking.
It's just jokes. It's the internet. It's the internet.
What the hell? Yeah, it's the internet.
Yeah.
If you don't like them, don't watch me. But now he's like, okay, well, shit's getting
now
serious.
Now it's costing him money.
Well, yeah, shit's getting serious.
Well,
People are going to...
He lost a lot of money. He lost his business and everything.
Well, yeah, he lost because when Disney pulled their support
sponsorship.
Yeah, their sponsorship. Ooh,
his network. He was with them.
Oh yeah, his network, and they were one of the major sponsors.
They were his big. Yeah,
they were the main.
Didn't he like have like a studio where he was doing all his stuff in?
Yeah, that was.
Does he still have it?
No, I know. Like he always changed studios and everything because the neighbors complained and everything, and now like when Disney cut his funding, he couldn't afford that.
He couldn't afford the studio.
Yeah, I know. I remember he had the.
I'm not saying garage.
Hey, watch it.
Nah, he has money though.
No, he gets money from just the YouTube stuff. But yeah, he had a lot. All right, so who wants to take Crackdown?
Crackdown. Who's got Crackdown?
Last summer, Crackdown 3 was confirmed for the PC, but delayed from its expected release in 2016 to sometime in 2017. This summer has been delayed again. Microsoft told Polygon that the planned November 7 release is off, and that it won't be out until the spring of 2018. Very excited about the Crackdown 3, and so are many fans. And so it's a difficult call to move the release date. Microsoft Studios Publishing General Manager Shannon Loftus said, however, we want to make sure the delivery to the right game, the right quality, and the right time. Crackdown 3 is a hugely ambitious game, and they wanted to ensure that they deliver the right experiences all the way through every part of the game. They said, we took Crackdown 3 for a pre-release test drive last month and came away suitably impressed. Describe it as possible that the best superhero game in town.
Wow,
that's pretty good. But also noted that it doesn't look like loads more detailed than the Xbox 360 games did. So yeah, I guess a little bit good and bad.
Yeah, so they need to focus on graphics, because if that's true, people are gonna be like, wait a minute, we've been looking at the similar quality. That's not the actual gameplay. This is gonna be the actual gameplay right here, but if it's not as detailed as the one from the Xbox 360, that's kind of disappointing. I mean, because the Xbox 360 it looked pretty awesome, but I mean, it's a new generation. We need to have, that stuff stepped up a bit, the quality and stuff. So, yeah, I don't mind. I mean, if they're going to really overhaul the graphics, make it look better, running in 4K and just crisp and clear and everything, that's fine. Hold off, I mean, looking at that gameplay does look kind of fun. Like, I'd like to check it out. I just don't have time. But yeah, seems like a cool game. I mean, I still have fond memories of the Crackdown 1, playing that crap all the time, looking for orbs. The first thing I would do is go and upgrade my guy until he could, pick up a car and chunk it. Because at first you can't pick up heavy things. You maybe pick up a person or something and chunk them. But by the end of it, you can pick up a big old truck and toss it at your enemy. And you can jump damn near over a building. You know, you're constantly getting stronger and running faster and stuff. And then your guns get more powerful. Your vehicles get more powerful. It's a fun game. And it said November 7th, but yeah, they're moving it. So
yeah, it's been like what, 3 years already? They keep moving it.
It hasn't been that many.
I remember they announced it like a couple years ago.
They announced it a while back. But okay, how about Planet of the Apes? Anybody want to mention that one?
Have you guys seen the last movie?
No, I've seen just the first one.
My brother's
good?
seen it. My brother's seen it. He said it was good.
Oh, I need to check it out.
I haven't.
Need to check it out. Faithy, you want to do this one?
A standalone video game adaptation of Planet of the Apes is in the works at Imaginative for a fall release on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The roots of what we've done is built on the heritage of the Quantic Dreams or Telltale Games products. Imaginative founder Martin Altimes tells
Can you see that?
IGN, but we have a very specific angle. I saw the opportunity here was pure, cinematic style storytelling rather than traditional console storytelling. Set in between the events of 2014's Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and 2017's War for the Planet of the Apes. The game revolves around both humans and apes struggling to survive near the Rocky Mountains. The pace of the storytelling is just super intense compared to any of these other games. There's no opening and closing drawers, no searching through inventories. It's all about you making choices that affect relationships with other characters, and in the long term, how those relationships play out and how the story plays out.
Cool.
According to IGN, Planet of the Apes Last Frontier will run a few hours with no exploration sections or puzzles, nor any direct control over characters. I'm willing to give that format a chance, and as a fan of the Apes reboot series, I'm glad that this is its own thing, separate from Kaiser's, story.
Okay, I didn't get that last part. It will run a few hours with no exploration sections or puzzles, nor any direct control over characters. So it's a movie, and how are you playing it? Do you? I don't.
Yeah,
how is it a game?
I don't see how it can be interactive.
Like
and
then it's not interactive. It's just a movie on your Xbox.
Story.
Huh. I mean, I like the idea that it's in between the movies.
The
like,
scenes, yeah.
you get some info from the last movie to the new movie.
Because, in the quote says, I saw the opportunity here was pure cinematic style storytelling rather than traditional console storytelling.
Yeah.
So the game is going to be, in a sense, kind of like a movie instead of a game storytelling.
Well, stuff is moving that way.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff coming out by the smaller, like, indie developers and stuff that all you do is push the person to walk and stuff happens.
So maybe this platform or what they're talking about is going to be a movie. You can only do certain things in that movie at certain scenes and certain levels or whatever. Because at the end it says, it's all about you making choices that affect relationships with other characters in the long term, and those relationships play out. And then it says you're not able to manipulate the characters during a certain time or during certain.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
so
it's basically like
it's kind of like Telltale Games, but not as interactive. So there's already a company out there, Telltale Games. They have the Game of Thrones game. They have The Walking Dead. They have all these. You move the character around, and then you get to a scene where there's other people, and it says, "Hey, something's gonna happen," and it gives you the option: do you help them or do you save yourself? And you pick, and depending on what you pick, it changes the story. You know what I'm saying? So this seems similar to that, except way less control. It just gets to a point where make your choice, you know, and you pick it.
So again, you're in a sense an actor
in the movie. Kind of, yeah. You're making the choice.
And then they say, okay, the people in the movie are interacting with you, and then depending on what you say, focus on kind of like
and
the way the game goes.
Yeah, and I heard there's something new coming, or there's already certain movies that are interactive like that. Like people are making movies now where, like if you watch it and I watch it, it could be different movies because of the choices I make and the choices you make. So there's stuff there's coming down the line, you know, coming down that they're making. So that's gonna be something new. I know, like
So how will that work? Is it just a special remote or?
Yeah, I mean,
or on
your remote, or if it's on the
road,
Xbox.
Like, okay, so when it comes to a certain point of a choice,
you just pick left or right,
you
or
click left or right,
yeah,
or you click forward or backward, or okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, they say that the actors.
So not to cut you off, but again, is like you watch the movie twice, right? In case you make a choice left or right to see what the ending is going to be on those choices.
Yeah, yeah, and they're saying that the actors, what they're doing is the actors they'll act it one way, if you pick that, and then they'll reset and they'll act it the other way, like if you made the other choice, you know. So the actors are doing all the things in preparation for whatever you want to pick, you know. So that's something new. That's
pretty cool. We'll
see if people end up liking that, you know.
Yeah, I know Netflix does that.
They have that already?
Yeah, for Puss in Boots.
Any other?
I don't know the other ones.
See, so it's already out. Certain things.
Yeah, they're just kid shows right now.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, they're coming up with new ways of watching movies, you know, which is cool. I mean, one new way is watching it with the
Gear
the
VR.
like virtual reality, like on that Gear VR where you put your phone in. There's a movie on there, you know, and you're sitting there, and the character takes off, and he goes behind your back, is you have to actually turn to see what he's doing. Yeah, and the character's acting out whatever, you know, and you have to be, and you can come and look over here at stuff that's happening over here, but he's over there doing stuff, you know. And I've heard people say certain how do you call it, the people that make the movies, the producers, they're like, I don't like that because I want you to focus on what I'm making the actor do. I don't want you to be looking, you know, like if the actor's doing something, he might be doing something that you need to watch so you can understand the story, and you could be looking over here at what's over here. Yeah, just looking at the scenery, listening to him talk, but watching something else. And so a lot of them say they don't like it, but then other ones say, well, no, you got to make it so interesting there that the person won't want to look away, you know. So there's different.
I guess because it's new.
Yeah.
Right, and everyone's looking.
They're all 3D, amazed. Right? Yeah, because you look up and you see a ceiling. You look down, you see a floor. Yeah. It is very immersive. That's why I really like the Gear VR, you know. But
and talk about movies. I just read an article yesterday about MoviePass is selling the MoviePass for I think $10 a month, and they're paying the theaters the difference.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and the theaters hate that.
Okay, so what are they doing? How much?
$10.
You pay $10 a month,
and you can go to a movie. I think a movie a day, all month.
Oh really?
I want to do that.
That's pretty cheap.
And you give them, I guess, your little card or something to upfront the movie, right? And then whatever the difference is, they pay it.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're saying that the movie theaters don't like that.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, they're getting the money, not the movie theaters.
Yeah.
Because they're hoping everyone buys it and just go.
And
you can only watch so many movies, right, at the theater.
Yeah.
And then after 10 movies or whatever, you're not gonna go anymore, or you can't go anymore.
Yeah.
So they're still making the money up front.
Yeah. They're still making that money,
which is still a good deal.
I think so. I read something about that though.
But I think it doesn't include like the IMAX or some other, I think 3D or something movies. But it doesn't matter, because if you go to a late show, what is it, about $15, give or take?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So one month pays for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, that's true. But that, like you said, there's only so many movies. Unless you keep going to the same movie over and over.
But again, $10, because if you go one time at 8 p.m., you go to a new movie release, right?
That's more than $10.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For one person.
Yeah.
Right? And if you take your whole family, that's going to cost you a good, $100 just for 5 people.
Yep.
You know, and then if everyone has a movie pass, that only costs you $50 for a whole month.
Yeah, for the whole month. And you can keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I heard something about that, and that people weren't liking that. But like the movie theaters weren't liking that. But oh well.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to, I guess, sci-fi adventure made with stunning pencil art.
What? Pencil art? What?
You want to take it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, hold on.
Sci-fi adventure game, original journey. Entices with its hand-drawn special art of alien mutant egg creatures, and luckily they feel as good to bombard with cannons as they do to look at. In original journey out today on Steam. You are a young member of an endangered species who, despite being late to one of your first assignments as a soldier, gets in with your boss when he learns you are a great body shield. After picking up a few weapons, you're dispensed to a series of asteroids to combat swarm of space bugs, rock snakes, and little mutants that explode from eggs. The goal is to find the origin stone, which is said to have enough energy to return life to your race homeworld. So yeah.
So it's like a tower defense game, it says.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like the tower is a mountainous platformer level at its heart. The game is simple: take down enemies, collect resources, upgrade your stuff. I don't know, but it looks cool. I don't know.
So it's all hand drawn, right?
Yeah, it looks like pencil art. I mean, that looks pretty sweet.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. I'd like to try that.
But there's
it comes on Xbox.
There's programs that make it look like that.
Yeah, I know. It could be that.
Yeah.
You know, they but no, I mean, this is an indie. I don't know. Most of the time the indies do their own.
Yeah. What's that new game, Cuphead? It's coming on Xbox. It's all hand drawn.
It's all hand drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this seems like something I wanna check out. I'll let Faithy play it all day and see if it's any good. It looks pretty cool. That's what Faithy does. She just plays all day and all night.
No, I watch stuff all day and all night.
All right, getting close to the end. Let's mention the very next one is why Tekken 7 is doing better in sales than Street Fighter 5. And I want to say this because I'm pissed off at Street Fighter.
Why?
So right now, the king of the Iron Fist reigns supreme. So it was revealed in Namco's quarterly summary that Tekken 7's console sales have already exceeded 1.66 million units, with an expectation of 2.1 million units by the end of the year. For reference, Tekken 6 sold 3.5 million over the course of roughly a year and a half. In comparison, Street Fighter V has sold 1.7 million copies as of June across PC and PlayStation 4. However, it's supposed to hit 2 million at the end of March 2016. For reference here, the original version of Street Fighter 4 sold 3.4 million before the super version came out the next year. So if the two are usually neck and neck in sales, why is Tekken 7 outpacing Street Fighter 5? Why have Street Fighter 5 sales slowed so much? A big part of this is just how Street Fighter 5 has been handled and is still being handled. A bare bones launch in terms of features and rosters certainly did not help, especially when Ultra Street Fighter 4 is available on the same platforms. The lack of an Xbox One port is also a problem. Very big problem. The actual main problem. Because I can't get Street Fighter 5 because they didn't make one for the Xbox One. Punk asses. And it's also a part of why Tekken is outselling it. And I don't like Tekken, so why the hell would I buy Tekken? There are currently 10 DLC characters that help flesh the roster out, but that in itself is another problem. The more characters you add, the higher the barrier of entry is raised. Not just for in-depth gaming, but to casuals who may want it for various reasons. Currently, the 2 seasons of characters cost a grand total of $50, which is more expensive than the base game, which is $40 at this time. While a deluxe digital version exists combining the 2 character passes and a base game for $80, there is no visible retail counterpart. That's not a cheap entry point, and grinding out free currency to buy the character takes time, which in turn drives more people away. This isn't enough considering if more seasons happen with no price adjustments for earlier ones. As previously said, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is on the same platform, and they will go there if they simply want a larger roster to mess around for a smaller price. And I don't think they've moved Street Fighter 4 right to Xbox One.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I can't play it on my Xbox One. I don't think that's on, right, Faith?
I don't think so.
No, I'd have to plug in my Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that. I'm not going backwards, people. So this kind of sucks. The only Street Fighter I get to play is Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter 2, the original, and Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition on my arcade. Enough. That's not enough. I want to play Street Fighter 4. Game is awesome.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I was pissed that they haven't made Street Fighter 5 for the Xbox. They kept it. And for the dude to say when they announced Street Fighter 5 is coming to PlayStation and computer, and they're like, well, what about the Xbox? And the guy's like, you have time. You have time right now. It's not coming out for a couple of months. Save your money, buy a PlayStation, and then buy the game. I was like, excuse me? I have an Xbox One already. How the hell with you? I ain't playing that game ever then. Shit. God, that is my favorite damn game, and you're going to do that shit? Oh, hell no. So, yeah, I haven't touched that game. And I'm not gonna unless they put it on the Xbox One. All right, so I guess that's going to be it for the ads. Let's go ahead and mention our last sponsor.
And who would that be?
It would be Alberta's Best Bet Bail Bonds. I was about to tell you to play the ad, but we don't have one. So if you or someone you know are always getting into trouble on the weekends, like Junior, like Hector, Hector, that's why he hasn't been here.
Yeah,
boy, been in jail. And he couldn't remember the number. So when you're out partying or whatever, be sure to remember the number 713 Best Bet. Junior, Hector, remember the number 713 Best Bet, and that's to call Miss Alberta's Best Bet Bail Bonds. Don't gamble with your freedom. Give them a call. And so, like, if you're like Faithy and you don't know that you can actually best bet translate into numbers on the phone, the number is 713-237-8238. That's 713-237-8238. And when you give them a call and you tell Miss Alberta, hey, Miss Alberta, I'm in jail. Can you come bail me out? Let her know that SCP Radio sent you. You know, that way she'll like Fluffy always says, she'll get you out in 15 minutes or less. That's a lie. Don't believe him. But we like saying that. But anyways, well, thank you guys for showing up today because, you know, it's been like months since y'all showed up to the studio.
Months? I mean, come on,
Man.
It seems like it was yesterday I was here.
Whatever. It seems like yesterday.
Man, I was enjoying my vacation.
People go to California. People go to Mexico. People are stuck in jail. This other one's playing games and doesn't want to. Oh no, watching shows and movies and stuff. So I have to bring the boss in, you know, to take over. So what'd she say?
She gets yelled at.
She got yelled at.
Oh,
but actually the boss, like I said, we got fans and everything. Now they're all disappointed because the boss didn't show up. So, well, that's cool. It's cool. We had 4 people right here to take over for the boss because, you know, it takes 4 people. But anyways,
she's just too good.
So thanks to all the listeners. We appreciate you guys for joining in. You know, I didn't even. You know what? I messed up today. I didn't check Facebook to see because. Oh yeah, you were answering.
She always does.
Okay, well.
The boss was answering.
The boss was answering for me. I normally what I've been doing the last couple of times since Wally wasn't here.
Here we go.
I've been the one checking Facebook on that computer. And I've been looking at the comments, and today, since I'm not on that computer anymore, I didn't look at the comments. So, but it's cool. So the boss was taking care of it. So cool. Thank you, boss. I see my mom's online right now watching. I don't know who else is online, but hey, mom. Hey, dad. Thanks for tuning in. I see they say glad to see Super Mario back in the studio.
Glad to be here, Mr. Everyone here.
Haha. And let me see. It for some reason it's not showing me more than that, but okay. All right, well that's it. Francis, hey Francis. Also, we appreciate you guys following us. You can find us. Will find me on Twitter at Space Cadet Pro, on Facebook at Michael Lopez, and I'm always on SCP Radio checking all the chat room and all that stuff. You can email us there and all that stuff. So, Hector, where can we find you at?
Find me on Instagram. Is that Tamale Boys?
All right, at Tamale Boys on Instagram. Super Mario.
You can find me here at the radio station when I'm here.
All right, he's a caveman. He's not online. He's offline, off the grid. Can't find him. Faithy, where can we find you at?
Nowhere.
All right, Faithy, another caveman. And Wally.
You can find me on Instagram at Wally Silvers.
Wally Silvers on Instagram. What's up with this Instagram? I don't ever remember to go to Instagram, and I have it. And the weird thing is, when I do remember and I post a picture, I get a lot of people commenting and stuff, but I never remember to go there. I'm like, wow, people are people on Instagram, you know.
Yeah. Do they do more Instagram than Facebook, or is it about equal? Or
I have no clue, but a lot of the youngins will go to Instagram instead of
So, how's Twitter doing? Has it lost its popularity, or
Twitter isn't as big? Twitter is not as big as Facebook, but it's more open, and more people go there for conversations. Like political and you know, just any conversations because because it's more open. Facebook, you kind of got to be friends to you know, to talk to somebody, you know. And Twitter, you just go out there, you tag them on there at whatever and say, hey, what's up with this? And then there's a big conversation, you know, going on, and anybody can join in. You know, everybody watches. It's kind of like when Trump said that magic word, and
it's just open forum.
Yeah, and when Trump said that magic word and the Wizards came out and started fighting. You remember that?
Oh my god.
The Wizards?
Yeah.
On Twitter? That was pretty awesome.
Oh my god.
He awoke the Wizards. Cole Kofifi.
Spacey's just lost.
Which was it? Kofifi?
Kofifi.
Kofifi. When he said Kofifi, man, them wizards came out and they came out and started fighting.
What is Kofifi?
Exactly. That's what you got me on that one, buddy.
I don't know. Ask Trump.
Ask Trump. That's his.
But
you know,
there you go. He made news. Like, what the hell's Kofifi?
Yeah. He said it, and then he came out and saying, "Well, no, people know what I meant.
It was just a secret.
It's a secret. People know what I meant, though."
Oh, he was giving a shout out to somebody.
Yeah, and then that's when I said the Wizards came out, dude. The Wizards were out. They were like, "What the? They have awoken wizard so and so. How dare thee?"
At least you're cracking.
Yeah, damn near, man. I was like, "Oh crap!" Everybody's like, "Whoa, calm the Wizards down." That was pretty cool. We saw the tweets. We checked them out here. So, but yeah, thanks everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to us on iTunes or your favorite podcast catcher. If you're using a specific podcast app and we're not on there, let me know which one it is so I can go in there and put our show on there. That way it'll pop up. The email for SCP Radio is scpradio@spacecadetpro.com. Just leave us a message. You can call in at 832-910-7727. If you call in when the show is not on, leave us a voicemail, if you got a question or whatever. And we'll get back to you, or if you want to say, something for the next show, we'll play it on the show. The boss, you got something you want to say? All right, I got the boss here ready to tell me to
lock the doors.
Yeah, shut it down. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this week, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Peace out.
This is your boy, Light Jockey Mike, and I just wanted to thank you for supporting SCP Radio. That's the end of our show, but please be sure to check us out on SpaceCadetPro.com, where you will be able to watch our videos, find and like all of our social media accounts, and chat with us. While you are there, click on the radio tab, where you will be able to see the show schedule and all of the different ways to reach us. You can also listen to us from there if you are on a PC or laptop. Thanks again, and remember, we are the future in entertainment.